are official. Welcome to the I Respectfully Disagree podcast YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning in as we celebrate episode 100. My wife surprised me, invited some of the guys over. So this was a spur of the moment episode, but it allowed me to kind of practice around with the camera and just see how things turn out. So right now this is going to be a trial episode, and y'all tune in as we recap episode 100. And again, I just want to thank everyone for their support. The podcast has now been going for about 2 years now, and it's been on streaming services. So if you want to go back and listen to previous episodes, you can find that on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, I want to thank everybody for their support, especially with the merch, the I Respectfully Disagree podcast hoodies, the t-shirts. Everybody's been in my corner since day one. So I want to thank you all again for following me with this journey. And I'm trying to open up a new chapter. So we're going to see how the YouTube thing goes. And I want you all to go with me every step of the way as I progress, provide better visuals, and just grow the channel. So every time we do an episode now, I'm going to have it again for all streaming services, but we're going to incorporate the video aspect of it. So y'all tune in and y'all ride with me with this, going along on this journey. And here goes episode 100. Peace. I Respectfully Disagree podcast, episode 100.
Hey.
Appreciate it. We celebrating in here today, man. 100 episodes. We officially gonna try this whole YouTube thing. And to kick this all off, I'm pretty sure on one of these episodes I've said several times that my wife loves surprises and all that, and I can't stand it. And here we go once again with another surprise. As you all see in the background, been watching basketball, and she was like, my sister's coming over, have a few drinks. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm chilling on the couch, minding my own business. And I just heard a whole bunch of footsteps. Turn the corner and the fellas pulled up on me. So here goes another surprise. They came to celebrate with me on episode 100 with us.
Yeah, straight to the back, man. Good to be back.
So like I said, man, definitely appreciate y'all, man. It's been a long journey, long process. For those that will be new to the channel, as I stated, I respectfully disagree. A lot of this podcast is based on sports. I do a whole lot of instigating on social media, getting a little conversation stirred up here and there, and that turned into several people like, man, I think you should do a podcast. And you know, you procrastinate, push it off, you don't put no thought into it. And I'm actually glad you pulled up, C, because you was one of the main ones that's like, man, when's the podcast coming? When's the podcast coming? And finally we got the wheels off the ground, and here we are.
100 episodes later.
100 episodes later, man.
Man, for real.
Congrats,
Yes,
man.
congratulations.
So definitely appreciate it. And it's one of these things where it was suggested that y'all interview me.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kind of improv this
Yeah.
thing. We're gonna
Yeah.
improv this thing a little bit, because it's actually, before we even jump into all of that, because I know, you know, without any notes or guidance and stuff, it's gonna be kind of difficult a little bit. But at the same time, we just hear chill talk. There's been a lot of things going on, so that's why I've been sitting on my hands with the Kevin Samuels, the Jack Harlow, sports. Like, I've been wanting to talk about a whole lot. So that's just to give people some thought about what's to come in the future. So, Mike is yours, Avery. We'll start over with you.
Yeah. So first,
Turn it around. Turn it over to you.
yeah, first, man, it's a pleasure. You know, we did a lot of episodes, man, and pull this mic a little bit closer to me. So, but first thing first, man, it's a great job on the I Respectfully Disagree podcast. You got a lot of fans out there, and you said that C. Davis was one of the guys who put that in you, put that thought process in you. So far, how do you think that this is taken? How do you think this has been received?
My honest take. Sometimes I do have mixed emotions because in the beginning, it's like that fear of are people going to actually listen to it? And of course, you have your inner circle of people. You will hope that they're going to support you and whatnot. But then, I think after about 10 episodes, I started getting people that was like reaching out to me. Like, man, good stuff, good content, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Like, people are actually listening to it. And I think the one that me, you, and C done, I think the very first one we done was about fashion or something, wasn't it?
Yep. Yeah, I remember that one too.
And I think that was one of the ones that, like, right out the gate, it was like maybe 100 and some people had actually clicked and listened to it. I'm like, wait a minute, like, for somebody that's just starting off, like, to me, that's a lot. Like, 100 people is a lot. And before I knew it, okay, I got several episodes that's got like 100. And then once I started looking at the numbers across all of the platforms, and the last time I checked, I'm like, wait a minute, like, man, we talking about 10,000 collectively across SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple, all this and that. So I'm like, damn. So to answer your question, I still don't know how to take it. I don't even know how to evaluate it because sometimes you like, what topics do you pick? Are people going to listen to it, or is this something where people just like automatically turned off? I think one of the Kevin Samuels episodes was one of my most listened to ones as well, and that's where you want to figure out that balance between, because not everybody listens to sports or wants to hear about sports and things like that. So I'm excited as far as where it started and to where we're at now, because that's what's even making me try this YouTube thing. Because I think that's a whole nother animal, and that's a whole nother level of fear, because now you're talking about video editing, putting all that together. So now you're opening up a door for the rest of the world. Not just, I feel like people here support it. I've had a few clicks, outside of Kentucky or whatnot, but those people, I don't know.
Yeah.
But now with YouTube, you putting a face with it. If anybody just randomly stumbles across it and click on it, it's like now I feel like that's when you open that door for the comments, and that's the part that's kind of fearful, so to speak. But I'm ready for it, man.
Yeah, I think more than anything is like, and we talked about this.
You know what the problem is? I turned it on. It ain't on.
The entire time.
Now we couldn't.
Right.
That's all I've been sitting there. That's the beauty in it.
Oh, man,
I was like, man, why can't I hear nothing?
So, all right, but now you can hear me.
Yeah, so we good.
I ain't got to re-ask that question, do we? No, okay, cool. So, I think more than anything, though, it's just with the video, like you said, it opens up a brand new, and it's a fear factor aspect to it, but I also think it's a great opportunity to take it to another level. For example, when me, you, and E did an episode, we talked about chicken. We talked about eating chicken. We talked about raising canes and Zaxby's and all those things like that. And it was dope because it's like now with the video aspect of it, we can actually have a taste test, and I can look this man in his eyes. I can tell him Raising Cane's is trash. Now, obviously, I won't, because Raising Cane's is actually pretty good. But you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. So it's dope. It's dope. I knew.
So I'm actually looking forward to it. So definitely, I'm ready for it, man. Because at this point, I'll be honest, like,
I was afraid to look at the numbers for the longest because I honestly didn't know who was going to listen to it. And with that being said, it's like I want to see if I can take this to another level of income type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I see too many people profiting off of podcasts and this and that. And it's like, wait a minute, like you can be paid for your opinions if you're talking about things that people actually like, okay, I value his opinion. And I feel like I'm just based on me posting every day, it creates a lot of interaction on a regular basis. So it's like, man, let's try to open up another door, man.
You just heard Steven Jackson. I see you always be reposting what you be sending to him online. I'm like, dang, hopefully, I know for a fact in the near future you might be able to get him on here.
And that's, you know what, that's interesting in its own self because, social media can be the key to several doors, depending on how you use it.
Right.
Some people are, oh man, you just a groupie, you keep tagging all these people, and it's like, no, you never know that one time somebody's going to see it.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that for whatever reason, Stack looks at it. And then when he does that, whoever follows him comes and looks at my story.
Right.
So when I start looking at the numbers and stuff like that, so I'm like, okay, let me start plugging this podcast more because all it takes is for somebody to just click on it one time. So we'll see, man. But overall, man, I definitely want to appreciate all of y'all because y'all have had a hand in this from start to where we at now. In some shape, form, or fashion, whether it's just encouraging words, y'all got the t-shirts.
Got another pop up.
Everybody done pulled up, man.
Who's that? We on live?
Yeah, we're live. What up,
Everybody
E?
done pulled up.
What's happening?
Oh,
What up,
Lord.
E?
What's happening?
Going on, Eve.
What's going on? I wasn't gonna miss episode 100.
So we definitely gonna turn this into a party. I don't know how this gonna sound on the playback, but I'll make it work.
The episode sponsored by Elijah Craig. We're gonna get what we get.
And Dixie Chicken.
Man,
I ain't gonna be Dixie no when you came.
We just talking about those too.
Talking about
We
Cane's.
just talking about Cane's too.
I was looking at the live. Definitely gonna be Cane's chicken.
So, what would you say has been your biggest challenge with the podcast?
the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge is topics. Like I kind of touched on it a few minutes ago, but it's like you sit here and you brainstorm and you try to figure out what do you think people's going to listen to. But then it got to a point where I was just like, you know what, I can't worry about that because then I don't ever want an episode to feel forced or feel like I'm not being authentic. Like I'm not sitting here trying to write punchlines. I want everything to flow naturally.
Right.
So just trying to figure out topics. And that's why I felt like for a long stretch there, I started going with current events or whatever I thought people were talking about on social media to try to pick up a buzz. That's why I use a lot of the hashtags because I'm like, maybe with the Will and Jada thing, if enough people are talking about it and they click on a hashtag, somebody might stumble across it. But that and finding the balance between putting all this together and your personal life and stuff like that, because what people don't see behind the scenes is like, this is almost like a job, man. Like, yeah, we laugh and joke and do the recording, but then I gotta sit down, clean up the audio, make sure it sounds presentable. Because, see, for yourself, you was on the very first episode. It was 3 of us. Shout out Daryl if he's still looking at the live. We recorded on one mic, a little USB mic, and it was like, the first probably 40 or 50 episodes is almost like an underground mixtape type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. So it's like trying to put together a quality product, finding the topics, squeezing in the time to do it. I think that's part of the journey, of course, but I think that's been the hardest. Because you know for yourself, you don't want to put your name behind no BS.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the most important part. Like, I'm not gonna throw nothing out here that I wouldn't myself tune into if it was somebody else's.
Yeah.
So it's been it's still a process, man. Because even with this YouTube thing, you know, my wife surprised me with a camera for Christmas. But truth be told, it's like I really didn't care for that camera because I've been down here trying to practice around. I didn't like how the picture looked.
Yeah.
So even with that now, I'm still trying to figure out, do I need to go invest in a better camera?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To where when I put my name on this, I want it to be out there.
Yeah.
So it's a journey, man. Oh, shout out to the people on the Facebook Live, man. Definitely appreciate the love. What's some of your favorite episodes is what I thought I saw.
Tell you what, one of my favorite episode was episode sodas. Me, we did the sodas.
With the
The sodas, and then we never took it to that level like we wanted. We want to do like juices and everything, but it was one of those things that I was at work, and that's one thing I will say is dope about this is the fact that he's able to pull up and just anytime, like, hey man, we ready to record, we can go right now. It didn't matter. You can call in, especially with everything going on with the pandemic and stuff like that. We was able to, and I looked at that for me as a release, as an outlet. When everyone was going through it, I was able to call in and vent. And sometimes we vented about stuff. We talked about sodas. It was a lighthearted episode, but that was one of my favorite episodes. It's just talking about how red strawberry Fanta supreme in every way.
Definitely a hater. But you know what? That's important that you said that too, because it's also therapy for me as well. Because like a lot of the topics, I know, to answer your question, Brandon, on the live, what was one of my favorite episodes? And I think talking about my mother, going through that whole process, because like never in a million years did I think I would have to experience that firsthand the way that I done. And that was one of the episodes where a lot of people reached out to me, was like, you know what, like that even helped me. For you to open yourself up and make yourself so vulnerable to the rest of the world, the way that you were able to do that, it was like, that was dope. But I feel like that one by far was one of the favorites, because like I said, for me, nothing is rehearsed, it's not scripted. At some point, everybody in here, minus Kendrick, has been on an episode with me, so you all can vouch that I ain't never been like, cut, stop, say this, rewind it back.
Everything's been raw.
There was some stuff said on the episode, one of them that I was on, and I was like, you gotta edit that out.
Nah.
I didn't say it.
But look, here's the
I
thing.
was trying to protect somebody else.
Here's the thing. If y'all say, you know what, hey, can you take that out? I'll take it out. But outside of that, whatever y'all want to talk about.
Look, I've been through media training, so I'm good.
Look, and I think that's key. I think that's key right there. Because I think that's important too. Is like, you don't want to be on here just saying any and everything.
Right.
Because even some of my coworkers have expressed how they enjoy it or whatever. So it's like, you always try to be mindful, make sure people ain't got their kids in the car and this and that. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't gonna put no filter on nobody and say, hey, you can't cuss, you can't this and that. But it's like,
Because I got that bad.
Lord. I try to keep it to a minimum. I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, you just gotta say what you gotta say.
Right. And everybody here knows me because my mouth can get that way. But going back to the media training part, like you know when and when not to use them.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope.
The thing that I loved about what you added on the show was
Scoot that mic over, man. Get on in the mic, man.
baby girl Paige, when she said, I disagree, that shit is funny. And then look, because I used the Charlie Murphy just so much, he added that on here and hit the button when I was doing the show with him. And I was like, damn, he really did put that on.
You know what's crazy? I never knew that was Paige.
Yeah. That's Paige.
That's Paige.
That's Paige.
I just thought it was something you found somewhere.
page. That's in-house. That's in-house.
Oh yeah.
And
You paying the royalties for that?
hold on, because I'm glad you said
You
that.
definitely gotta get a cut.
We celebrating this is episode 100. The crazy part is, now that we officially have the camera in place, like, we've actually been contemplating on letting the kids do a podcast.
Yeah, okay.
So that's how all of this took place, because they had a homework assignment for school or whatever, and we plugged in the mics, let them sit down and talk, and they was actually carrying a conversation, laughing and joking and this and that for school. So then when I sat down and I thought about it, I was like, shit, why not? You know, people might actually tune into it. Like, we done, what was the name of it? 2 Peas?
No, Aubrey.
Aubrey, 2 Peas and a Pod.
Aubrey, 2 P's, Paige and Peyton.
Oh, let's go.
So we rolling that out. It's official now. The world has heard it. Aubrey, 2 P's for Peyton and Page, and the Pod, P-O-D.
Let's go. So to answer my question, no, she's not getting royalties.
Cool. She gonna have to get on.
As soon as I get my first dollar off of this, I give her a quarter.
You probably gonna 25 cents. 25%.
What is
now,
so, like,
like,
what is
no more.
something that you've learned the most about yourself by doing this podcast?
What have I, what have I learned
Of course, that comes
about
from questions,
myself?
Took them Dr. Phil questions.
What have I learned about myself? Honestly, Doc, after all of this time, I honestly feel like I have a gift for this. Like, if I were to open up a door to where I could actually do this and make a living off of it, I think I would enjoy that. Because as opinionated as I am, and you all know that, like, I got an opinion for everything.
Man.
Shout out Kendrick Lamar with that garbage today.
Album's trash.
What?
Album's trash.
Are you asking me or
Yeah,
are you
man.
saying?
Send me the source, man.
I ain't gonna say it's.
Whatever he says, I respectfully disagree. I tell you right now, whatever he says, I respectfully disagree.
No, I mean, like, honestly, and I hate to get off topic, but it's one of them things. I'm tell you, I'm glad you're here, cause I'm putting you on the hot spot, dog.
Alright, let's
Because at the end of the day, I know certain music is for certain people,
Right.
and you all know that I listen to a bunch of nonsense, Gucci, Kodak, all that type of stuff. So oftentimes, my opinion is watered down when it comes to these type of topics because I feel like nobody's even gonna respect it. But I'm being honest when I say I actually try to listen to Pusha T, J. Cole, guys like that.
But I don't think you objectively try to listen to it.
You gotta elaborate on
I
that.
think because
You go in.
you go in,
Yeah.
you go in saying, I'm not gonna like this.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because I can definitely get good prime example.
You go into it
On
saying,
that.
I'm not gonna like this. So when you listen to it, it's like, okay, why don't I like it? And you'll come up with a reason why you don't. Instead of saying, let me listen to it and see, there might be something here.
You don't give it the benefit of the doubt.
But here's where I respectfully disagree. Because I honestly feel like before I form an opinion and put it out there to the world, I've made the effort to listen to it. I'm not one of them people where I just say some shit just to say it and then go listen to it after. If that makes sense.
Well, I think you already said it in your head. I didn't say it like
Right. That's fair, but it's like,
and I'll give you an example. You were, about 2 or 3 songs in on Reasonable Doubt, and you posted a video where you like,
Yeah, and you
it's
called
like,
me.
and it's like, come on, man, like Reasonable Doubt,
But look though.
and
Go ahead.
you making the face like this is the worst shit you ever heard.
I mean, technically it was.
No, but look though.
Thanks for having me.
I try to get him to listen to that DMX. It's dark and hell is hot.
Yeah, I still haven't.
Yeah, he won't even listen to that.
I
You ain't
still
touched the
haven't
DMX shit?
And we talking about the first song they want you to, have you listen to the whole CD.
I still haven't done it. But here's the thing, and it may be
He thought-
biased.
He thought Come Home movie was trash.
it may be biased. It may be biased. But you got to think. Reasonable Doubt dropped in what?
I want to say like 95 or 6.
96.
Yeah.
96. So y'all already appreciate it for its full face value, even in 2022. Me trying to go back to listen to that, just the sound alone, I couldn't tolerate it. And you got to think about where Hove is now compared to where he was then. So even what he was talking about then, how can I listen to that knowing what Hove talks about now? So it is going to be biased in a sense. But I'm saying that I put forth the effort. I took time out of my day to try to listen to it. Same way. Go ahead.
I think you did that so you can say I listened to it and it was trash. I don't feel like you really listened to it to see if you enjoy it. Like, what? Let me see.
I didn't appreciate that album until I got out of high school. I graduated in 01.
But I think that's normal though, because I think a lot of people, I don't think Reasonable Doubt was looked at the same way then as it has been, not even recently, but over the last 15 years.
But with East Coast music, I had like how he felt about then and now.
Mm-hmm.
I really couldn't listen to it.
Yeah.
Like lyrically, it was good music. I just couldn't hear the beat. The beat was throwing me all the way out. I couldn't listen to the beat.
I understand. How many conversations have we had since 2003, 4, like, about East Coast music, and the beat was like, man, I need the beat to sound like this, this, and this. And I'm like, yeah, but when you do that, all you listening to is the beat.
Mm-hmm.
When you really rapping, when you got something to say, it's like you don't want anything to take away from that. So I'm gonna give you production that's cool, but you really paying attention to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I understand with him. I understand why. If you grew up listening to Memphis music, you know what I'm saying. You listen to, to the beats.
Yeah, anything else don't
Yeah,
matter.
you listen to the beats. So when you get something where it's like the lyrics, you're supposed to pay more attention to that than you are to the beat. Like, what am I gonna do with this? So I understand it to an extent, but
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's room for both of them.
Yeah, I definitely felt like that's how it was. Like how it
Yeah.
is. Like, cause like my first East Coast album I heard all the way through was S. Carter.
Okay.
That was the very first album, East Coast wise, I heard all the way through. And the only reason why I listened to it was because I heard Big Pimpin' when we was at a club. And I didn't even know it was Jay-Z's song. And I
was Yuki Chucky.
Yeah,
Everybody thought it was.
and I accidentally like heard it like on the school bus going to school. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know, S. Carter 3 on there, and I'm just skipping through the songs, and then I heard that Big Panther. I'm like, damn, this is Jay-Z's song. So then that one song made me listen to the whole album.
But why I appreciate and value what you're saying is because you can willingly admit that you didn't really pay attention to it until 01 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's too many people out here that live and die by, I've been a Jay-Z
Oh,
fan
yeah,
from day one. Bro, in 96, I was 12.
Right.
Nobody was listening and understanding what he was even talking about. So in order for you to absorb and take that all in, you had to be a little bit older, unless you was into that at that time. We was going to school and coming home by the street lights coming on.
Like, I can honestly say, like, I wasn't a fan in 96. I was 10 years old. But I was still on Jay early. I remember watching The Box, and I seen the video.
The Box. I thought about that for a long time.
And I seen the video. I saw the video for Who You With, which was on volume 1 or 2. One of those two. And I was like, oh, I like this. Like, all right, so come on. I'm like, cool. I like Jay. Then, when I was in the 6th grade, there was this group of girls who was in the 8th grade, the cute girls in school. And they did the talent show, and I was working the little stage crew or whatever for the talent show. So I'm watching the whole, them dance at the talent show practice and all of that stuff. And they was dancing the Sunshine.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I was like, okay, I like this. I'm like, I like his song. I like who's dancing to it too.
Yeah, right.
But, you know what I'm saying? 6th grade, like, want to see the girls, but it was like, oh, this song's dope. So, and I know a lot of people don't hate Sunshine, like, because of the video. So, like, my thing with that is, my view of that song ain't tainted by that colorful video and the shiny suits and all of that. But, like I said, that was 97, 98.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, you know what? I think I'm a fan of this dude at that young age.
As you can see, music, man, that topic can take you on a tangent that just gets.
It opens Pandora's box, of course.
Yeah,
but the thing
absolutely.
is, and where my beef comes in at, is when people start trying to correlate certain artists with a level of intelligence. You can't listen to K-Dot because you ain't spiritual enough, or you ain't like. And when I started seeing it, like I purposely today did not form a post that expressed how I felt about the album for the reason that you said earlier. Because it's like, here go Adrian back on this bullshit again. So I'm like, I wanna read the temperature of the room. I BS you not. I saw a post today that said Kendrick's album is the greatest album of all time. I'm like, bro, it ain't even been out 24 hours.
Ain't been 24 hours.
I can't even form an opinion about an album in that time.
So when I see things like that, that's when I come to my own post and stir up a conversation, because it's like, okay, I've seen too many people, man, this is the album of the year, this is it. I'm like, bro, y'all just said Pusha T was album of the year. Like, how do we keep moving from week to week? And that's how I know it's like, are you really absorbing the music for what it's worth?
No.
Or are you just saying shit to be on the internet?
Yeah, no.
So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
no. We know that people don't consume music, like really consume music, because the attention spans too. So it's like, okay, this is the new thing, so this is what's hot now. Instead of, all right, this was what came out 3 weeks ago. I'm still listening to this. Like, nah, it came and went. So now we on this now. So
right. See, I value your music opinion. Have you tried to listen to it?
I did this morning.
Oh,
I tried, man. It's kind of hard. I think it all depends on what type of mood you're in, though, too. I think your mood determines what you're trying to listen to.
that's true.
But for me, with Kendrick Lamar, he's hit or miss with me. You know, so I'm more of a Roddy Rich type dude. So
Oh man.
Is that right, Rich?
Roddy Rich.
See, y'all better than me because I don't listen to new music at all. Like, I might listen to a couple tracks. I don't care for it. Like, I don't. And mainly it's both sound and lyrically, because they're not talking about shit.
Yeah.
Now K-Dot, you know, what's the Cole? I fuck with Cole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lyrically sound. But like the rest of them dudes, like, you know, your guy 21, Lord.
But here's the thing, though. Go ahead, my bad.
It's crazy for me because I'm going to say something like probably for the first time publicly. For me, when it comes to rap, like the first two artists I listened to was Lloyd Banks and Jay Mills.
Ever?
Like, actually,
Jay Mills.
Here we go.
He said Lloyd Banks and Jay Mills.
Listen, chill out. So,
Hey, look.
here we go.
Look at this cup. Patron America. Patron.
So for me, it was like back then. I didn't listen to a rap like that. So for me, Lloyd Banks, he was more of a punchline rapper, right?
Yeah.
You know, so for me, it was like also at the time where I was actually trying to start rapping. So it was like punchline rapper. Then I started seeing Jay Mills and Murder Mook when it was on the Smack DVD.
Yeah.
So for me, I spent years just listening to Lloyd Banks. But as I got older, you know, I came to appreciate different type of music, different type of sounds. So
You won't hear that.
I'll say this.
Banks is actually still Banks is still
Yeah,
in
no,
shape.
yeah. I'll say this, and this goes back to because we went to the same school together. The first person to ever put me on Drake was C. Davis. He's the first person to stunt hard and forever. I didn't know about Drake.
Yeah.
Now I don't fuck with Drake. Now, you know, I don't mess with Drake.
It's a different artist.
Yeah,
you
but
good, E? You good?
I'm cool. I ain't saying that.
I don't mess with Drake. I don't mess with Drake
That's what I'm
now,
saying.
and I don't really mess with J. Cole. It's NyQuil bars for me, but it is what it
But
is.
you know what? And I hate that. I hate and I love that we're here because I don't even know what we celebrating at this point.
But
use that time.
it's crazy that he said that because this is the guy that said that Kanye's out.
Donda, that's out of the
You're
year.
gonna open up a whole nother lot. We ain't doing the
Who said
Kanye
that?
thing. Nah,
Hey,
I'm
let me
not
go ahead
doing
and
it.
change
I
my
don't-
router.
I never
I
heard it.
said that. Yeah,
I never heard it.
You smart. That means you smart.
Yeah.
If you never heard Donda, it's okay.
I never heard it.
Come on, don't.
But you know what? But
No, I
honestly,
didn't.
Oh yeah,
I heard it.
but I think that's the beauty in it because exactly what you're saying and going back to K Dot, it's like I love the hell out of Good Kid, Mad City. I thought that was dope.
Right.
Everything after that doesn't even come close to the same sound.
No, none of his albums sound like.
Because
So that's what I'm saying.
It
So-
shows his growth, in my opinion.
But that's what everybody's like, dude. You gotta know who Kendrick is. You gotta understand. And I'm like, when I listened to that album today, for the parts that I did listen to, it sounds like an open mic poetry session, which is not a diss to him because that shows you how talented he is.
I think his albums just are different because it's like, okay, here's where I am in life right now. This is what I want. But I can understand why a person would say, you know, like I love this sound from him. Anything else, I don't want to hear it.
So here's the $1 million question.
That's for anybody.
Here's $1 million question. Where are you when you listen to it? What are you doing?
Get in the mail.
I think that's the most important part.
I mean, I listen to Kendrick in the car, in the house.
Because my first attempt today was in the car. I was going to the bank, and I was like, nah. I came back home. I took a nap.
But I think that goes to how me and you and even you, we consume music differently. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we've had, I don't know how many music conversations. So, some of the stuff you love is like, okay, where am I ever listening to this? Like, where am I listening to 21 Savage or Gucci or, like, where do I live? I'm not turning it on in the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not ready. I mean, because most of the time I'm chilling, so it's like, I don't need that type of energy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but if I'm out, cool. Like, let that play.
And that's what I'm
You know
saying.
what I'm saying? Like, I don't,
Go ahead.
like, if I'm in the club or something like that, you know what I'm saying, day party, whatever it is, I don't necessarily want to hear a lot of the stuff I'm going to listen to on my own when I'm out.
And I'm the polar opposite.
Right.
I spend the majority of my time in the crib alone because, you know, they're at school all day or whatever. So when I'm sitting here and I'm not on a call or meeting or nothing, I'm listening to music as a pick-me-up to keep me entertained. When I listen to that, it's like, I feel like the only way you can appreciate it is when you absorb and visualize what he's saying. There's no music to go with it to keep me wanting to listen to it. Does that make sense? It's like,
Yeah.
if I like a song, the beat catches me first. The more I listen to it, I soak in what they're saying. And then I appreciate the lyrics. With him, you have to appreciate the lyrics and the lyrics only because nothing else catches your ear.
I mean, I guess that goes to what type of production you like too. Like, if you only like one type of production, then yes. But if you appreciate diverse production, like you're real big on drums.
That's fair.
So
I'm sorry that we got here. We gonna wrap it up here in a minute. My bad.
Here's a question. So kind of piggybacking on what Dante just said. So it's like a J. Cole, right? You're not a fan of listening to a J. Cole album, right? Can we agree?
Those are facts.
But when you heard J. Cole on Young Thug's album, it was like, okay, I like this.
I like it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that none of them are not talented.
Right.
But it's like when they're on their own project and you hear that soft, melodic, whatever, and it's like, I want to know where do y'all listen to it at, because I don't know if I can ride in a car with my wife listening to that K-Dot today. Like, we're both probably going to, you know what, let me out. Get me out of the car.
Yeah. That's pretty much, I would say, that's like a lot of artists though, because I always thought UGK was like that. I thought UGK sound better on the feature than their own shit.
Don't get mad at me, world, because I don't like UGK either.
That's sad.
Look,
We just the Yum Center with Bum B just.
we was
Yeah,
at Bum
but
B. We was just at Bum B,
What's up with you, man?
and I stood there.
It's like, I don't mess with this guy.
I'm gonna tell you one dude you got me on though, got me through the night at work, boy, at Play a Fly. I
Yeah.
never heard a dude.
Yeah.
And he was like, listen to this one song. I was like, okay, this shit dope because it got that Memphis sound. You know, he's from Memphis. And that was when he was putting me on game, he was like, well, you know, we used to be with 3 whatever the case may have been. I'm like, yeah, dude's nice. Listen to the whole CD the whole time I was at work. Got me through the night.
So it's like I honestly, after this, we'll
I got a question though before you
Okay.
wrap it up.
Okay.
My question to you is, who is the one guest that ain't been on her that need to be on her? I know 2 for a fact.
Oh, and I got to follow up to that too.
I want Jay Dillon on here first. Shout out to the Boston Celtics. I can't see the score. What's the score?
They are
1983. 1983.
I definitely want Chuck. Chuck Reed. He was on the live a few minutes ago. I don't know if he's still on here. It's certain people that I enjoy carrying a conversation with. But those are the 2 by far that I'm like. Plus, I need more women. I want to hear females' perspectives on certain topics, and that's why I tell people all the time, and the mic is always open. If there's anything you want to talk about, let me know. Like, even if it's just me opening the mic to you all and let you all do your thing. That's why I wanted this podcast. Like, it ain't just for me to get on here and do a whole bunch of useless rambling and nothing like that. It's just like, you never know how your opinions can help somebody else get through what they're dealing with in life. So, it's open. You said you wanted to follow up with something?
Yeah. So he asked who would you want to have on the podcast that hasn't been on here yet? Who's the one guest that's been on your podcast that cannot come back?
Hey, it's all love. We all know that. We all know that.
They'll be here to tell the truth tonight, man.
Damn.
Alex, dog. Alex, I hope you see that. I'm gonna tag you. Because he was talking crazy. Now, that was the episode we was talking about sneakers and stuff.
Yeah,
And
it was me.
Yeah.
Me, you, and him.
Bruh said Grandma Mom's.
Yeah, I remember that episode. Yeah.
Nope, that ain't no fly. You can't come back, man.
The man came over here and talked about grandmamas, told us what shoes we didn't have.
Yeah.
His shoes was made by Cons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I respectfully agree.
He beat you in the sneaker battle with that shoe, right?
Man, you better look.
Yeah, it was
Nah.
back and forth
Nah.
with the 2.
Nah.
That's right, I forgot y'all did do a verse. Y'all
But
did
nah.
do a verse. with
All
Chris
jokes
Jackson.
aside, though, man, like it's all fun. This is a new chapter with the whole YouTube thing. So now this is the challenge because I've never had this many guests on at one time. As you all see, we trying to swing mics back and forth around. So now the challenge is cleaning all of this up, making sure the visuals and all of that is together. I do enjoy how YouTube now has a live feature itself. So it may come down to a time where I just, set the computer up, hit the live button and do it that way. But overall, it's like, quit trying to be a perfectionist.
Yeah.
And see, I'm gonna credit you again because you were like, just do it. Just do it. And that led to me giving my friend Mario, shout out Mario with his podcast, my therapist made me do this podcast because he hit me up and was just asking me questions like, man, I would love to do a podcast, like, what motivated you, da-da-da-da, and I told him the same thing, just do it.
Do it.
And I feel like all of this gives all of us an opportunity to bridge and build off of each other because at some point, everybody in there has something going on in their lives that they're doing, and as long as we're motivating and pushing each other, we all can go up the ladder together. You know what I'm saying? So,
For sure.
definitely appreciate y'all. Appreciate the wife back here on the camera who orchestrated and set all this up.
Before you can't hear me, but before are you closing? Is that what you're getting ready to close? We got one more little little thing for you here that
Oh, Lord.
if y'all turn to the screen. I'm gonna try to turn it up. If not, I'll just play it on the computer, let y'all see it. But hold on.
So we got a PowerPoint presentation. What is it?
Yeah, you got Adrian. Adrian, turn it.
PowerPoint
Hey,
presentation?
turn it all the way up with the remote.
I don't have a remote.
No, now wait. Go right under the TV, under the LG. You gotta go.
Yeah, because both remote. Now, take that remote and put it directly under the sensor for that one. Because if not, it'll turn this one up.
There you go. Turn it all the way up, like literally all the way up, because it wouldn't do it. All right, let's see.
100. Look at that.
You gotta listen.
This Madonna music. What is this? That's what I said. I never looked at the numbers, bro. I looked at them once or twice, and I was like, I don't even want to see it.
Look at that, though. That's dope right there.
You got
That's dope right there.
You got your
Ireland?
You see turkey.
Yeah.
You made it, man.
Alright, congratulations.
Ah, Lord.
100th episode of the I Respectfully Disagree podcast. No doubt in my mind that you would make it this far. Been very successful in everything that you've done in your life. Just thankful for Angelina in your life. Gave you that extra boost to go out there and get things done. My favorite episodes, man, is the ones where just these life events. I like to come on and talk to these people about what not to do in a relationship. Super things to definitely look out for out here in the world. But appreciate you having me on from time to time. Continue to strive. Moving forward. You got all your family behind you. You got your friends behind you. Nothing but upward mobility moving forward.
Now, he's using big words. Yeah, mobility.
100 episodes. Big congrats to you, man. Proud of the things you're doing. You keep on pushing forward, man. God been telling you a couple years ago you needed to do this. You finally listen to what God has to say. You know, man, like I said, man, I've been knowing you forever. We haven't talked about you starting this podcast. You know, if you want to do it, you know, people gonna listen, but look at it, man. Look all support and love that you have gained throughout the years, these couple of years doing this podcast, man. All I gotta say is, man, it takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of guts to do what you did, man. And my thing is, man, anything that you love to do, sometimes you gotta put your money into it, support yourself first, and then everything will blossom. So I'm so proud of you, my guy. You know, 100 episodes, it's amazing, man. And like I said, dude, keep on pushing, man. Keep God in your life. And, man, you know, I'm going to be here to support you. So, until then, man, love you, man. Keep on pushing forward, man. We are proud of you.
Hey, bro, just want to say congrats
Ah,
on the
look out.
It's been one hell of a ride so far. I appreciate you for allowing me to
Look like you
contribute
got
and
that
be on
list
the
of that cake.
podcast. Had some funny times.
You can't really date it.
We definitely disagree with each other. But at the end of the day, man, I appreciate it. Keep up the great work. 100 of them down. Cheers to that. Can't wait for the next 100, man. Salute.
Coach.
Congratulations on the 100th episode, man. I'm so proud of you. I remember back when you first got all the stuff, you was happy just to, you know, get the setup going, and, you know, the more I watched, the more I loved it, man. Here's to 100 more.
Man,
P.
100 episodes?
Work. More blessings, more blessings, more blessings. You said you're going to do it. Hard work pays off. Keep at it, getting better every day. Every episode getting good.
Congratulations on your 100th podcast and your YouTube channel. I know how hard you work on this and how much effort you put into making good shows. I wish you nothing but success. I love you, brother.
Hey, D. Hey, man, I just want to say congratulations on the 100th episode of I Respectfully Disagree podcast. You're killing it, man. Like, across the board. Merchandise, content, bringing light to some issues that need to be talked about, some touchy subjects, some different perspectives. You get a bunch of us through our work days, man, and I appreciate it.
He sound like a drill sergeant. He got that. Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Hey, you're doing a great thing, and I'm proud of you. I love you. Hey, and I'm looking forward to what you have in store next.
Adrian, congratulations on
And she got on the Zion. I hope you're still looking at this. Take that damn shirt off.
Thank you for featuring me in episode 93. Letting me come on and talk about Duke, because I know you hate Zook. I know you're thinking Zion here. Check out my shirt. I did this just for you, right? But congratulations. I hope you go far, and I can't wait to be on more. Let's go.
Hi. So we are just sending you a short video to say congratulations on 100 episodes on your podcast. My favorite one was obviously the one on the ultimatum, because you know I am into reality TV. So it was nice to talk about something I wouldn't think you would have watched. So anyways, congratulations.
Yo, what up, baby? Sorry I couldn't make it to your 100th episode.
He pulled up anyway, old Barry White. He pulled up anyway.
Has birthday party tonight. Wish I could have made it. Just wanted to tell you that, you know, I'm very proud of the way, you know, the show, the growth of the show. I know me and you had countless conversations about, you know, pulling the trigger on that. I remember when we used to have our live conversations on Facebook talking about just, you know, sports and random stuff. And then, you know, you just had that idea, took that ball and ran with it. And, you know, I always told you that I'm always going to support you anytime you need my help on the show. You know what I'm saying? You want my voice on the show, you know what I'm saying? You know, with merch and all of that stuff. I also appreciate you letting me use your platform for my wife's business for advertisement. We greatly appreciate you for that. You know, just like what you said, support the homeless. You know what I'm saying? That's what you've been doing. That's what I've done. I continue to keep on doing. And once again, like I said, man, congratulations on your 100th episode. Sorry that I couldn't make it. I really wish I could have been present for this episode, but I will definitely be there. Episode 101.
Appreciate that. We're going to get it rolling. This playoff stuff for sure.
Hey Adrian, just wanted to say congratulations on your 100th episode and launch of your new YouTube channel. I think that is phenomenal. Also, thank you for having me on 2 of your episodes to kind of like keep my mind and put what I know out there, what I think out there. It's nice to know that, you know, your opinion can be valued, even when you respectfully disagree. So I'm looking forward to many more. Hopefully, you know, I can join you at least a couple more times. But proud of you, man.
My man Adrian was Mario from my therapist made me do this podcast with Mario and friends. It's important that I throw that name out there because this doesn't happen without you. So I want to say congratulations on 100 episodes, man. That's really awesome. And you know, just really starting out doing this, I understand how hard that is to do. But man, just really appreciate the leader that you are, the father, the husband that you are. And I truly feel like the testament of being a great leader is to be able to inspire people around the world to not only follow you, but go and achieve their own dreams. And a lot of the things that I've been able to accomplish from this podcasting standpoint is 100% because of you. So on behalf of me and the podcast and everybody that listens, man, happy 100 episodes, man. Without you, there was no us. Without without you, there was no us, man. So congratulations. Me and you've had so many conversations just about life, about parenting, and all those kind of things, man. But like I told you, man, keep being a blessing to people, man, and you are going to continue to reap all the blessings that come back to you because of what you're doing. So congratulations, man. Happy 100 episodes. Keep it up.
Hey, that's super dope, man. That's crazy. Like, we just talked about that. Definitely
Wait,
appreciate everybody.
I got one more that didn't quite make it because they decided to do it really late. So I am gonna show it just real quick because they would be very upset if I did.
That's dope, man. That's dope. I definitely appreciate everybody, man. Trying not to get all worked up over here.
You're gonna cry in the car.
Right. Because
as you all can see, another surprise from the wife. She had some videos on deck from friends and family that gave me some positive messages, encouraging words. So episode 100 is officially in the books. I'm finna drop that at the end here so everybody can see that. Again, like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever you got to do to help take this podcast to the next level. Again, thank you all for your support.
All right, congratulations, little brother, on your 100th episode of the I Respectfully Disagree podcast. No doubt in my mind that you would make it this far. Been very successful in everything that you've done in your life. Just thankful for Angelina in your life. Gave you that extra boost to go out there and get things done. My favorite episodes, man, is the ones where just these life events. I like to come on and talk to these people about what not to do in a relationship and some of the things to definitely look out for out here in the world. But appreciate you having me on from time to time. Continue to strive. Moving forward. You got all your family behind you. You got your friends behind you. Nothing but upward mobility moving forward.
100 episodes. Big congrats to you, man. Proud of the things you're doing. You keep on pushing forward, man. God been telling you a couple years ago you needed to do this. You finally listen to what God has to say. You know, man, like I said, man, I've been knowing you forever. We had them talks about you starting this podcast. You know, if you want to do it, you know, people going to listen. But look at, man, look all support and love that you have gained throughout the years, these couple years doing this podcast, man. All I got to say is, man, it takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of guts to do what you did, man. And my thing is, man, anything that you love to do, sometimes you got to put your money into and support yourself first, and then everything will blossom. So I'm so proud of you, my guy. You know, 100 episodes, that's amazing, man. And like I said, dude, keep on pushing, man. Keep God in your life. And, man, you know, I'm going to be here to support you. So till then, man, love you, man. Keep on pushing forward, man. We all proud of you.
Hey, bro, just want to say congrats to the 100 episodes, man. It's been one hell of a ride so far. I appreciate you for allowing me to contribute and be on the podcast. You know, we had some funny times. We had some serious moments. You know, we definitely respectfully disagreed with each other. But at the end of the day, man, I appreciate it. Keep up the great work. 100 of them down. Cheers to that. I can't wait for the next 100, man. Salute.
Man, congratulations on the 100th episode, man. I'm so proud of you. I remember back when you first got all the stuff, you was happy just to, get the setup going, and, the more I watch, the more I love it, man. Here to 100 more.
Man, 100 episodes? Boy, you been putting in that work. More blessings, more blessings, more blessings. You said you was gonna do it. Hard work pays off. Keep at it, getting better every day. Every episode getting good. They all been good, but you know what I mean. Keep doing your thing. Sky's the limit.
Yo, Cuzzo. Proud of you, man. 100th episode. Come on, man. That boy been putting in work. You feel me? You must have had George in your ear back in the day in practice, because you been putting in that work. Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro. Especially somebody that grew up with you, little small town we come from. Half these people we know, they'll laugh at us. You know what I'm saying? If they ain't never been out of town and they seen it, they like, damn, nigga, you come from that. But man, I'm proud of you, cuz. You know what I'm saying? And just keep going strong, man. Seemed like yesterday when you put your first episode out, now you starting a YouTube channel. Got merch out. You dig? Yeah, I still ain't one of my black one, man. But I ain't gonna hold you. I just know I'm proud of you, man. I love you. And I still want to do that top 10 greatest albums or something, man. What's up? Get at me. But keep pushing, cuz. I'm proud of you, man. And real talk, I see you blowing up off this shit soon. Real talk. Real soon.
Hey, what's up, A? I just wanted to tell you congratulations on your 100th podcast and your YouTube channel. I know how hard you work on this and how much effort you put into making good shows. I wish you nothing but success. I love you, brother.
Hey, D. Hey, man, I just want to say congratulations on the 100th episode of I Respectfully Disagree podcast. You're killing it, man. Like, across the board. Merchandise, content, bringing light to some issues that need to be talked about, some touchy subjects, some different perspectives. You're getting a bunch of us through our work days, man, and I appreciate it. I really do. Keep going. Keep going. Don't stop. Hey, you're doing a great thing, and I'm proud of you. I love you. Hey, and I'm looking forward to what you have in store next.
Adrian, congratulations on episode 100. That is amazing. Super amazing. I want to say thank you for featuring me in episode 93. Letting me come on and talk about Duke, because I know you hate Zook. I know you're the biggest Zion hater. Check out my shirt. I did this just for you, right? But congratulations. I hope you go far, and I can't wait to be on more. Let's go.
Hi. So we are just sending you a short video to say congratulations on 100 episodes on your podcast. My favorite one was obviously the one on the ultimatum, because I am into reality TV. So it was nice to see you talk about something I wouldn't think you would have watched. But anyways, congratulations.
Yo, what up? Hey, this is E. Sorry I couldn't make it to your 100th episode of I Respectfully Disagree. Daughter has a birthday party tonight. Wish I could have made it. Just wanted to tell you that, I'm very proud of the way, the show, the growth of the show. I know me and you had countless conversations about, pulling the trigger on that. I remember when we used to have our live conversations on Facebook talking about just, sports and random stuff. And then, you just had that idea, took that ball and ran with it. And, I always told you that I'm always going to support you anytime you need my help. On the show, you know what I'm saying, you want my voice on the show, you know what I'm saying, with Mercs and all of that stuff. I also
appreciate you letting me use your platform for my wife's business for advertisement. We greatly appreciate you for that. You know, just like what you said, support the homeless. You know what I'm saying? That's what you've been doing. That's what I've done, and I'll continue to keep on doing. And once again, like I said, man, congratulations on your 100th episode. Sorry that I couldn't make it. I really wish I could have been present for this episode, but I will definitely be there episode 101. And I'm out. Respectfully disagree.
Hey Adrian, just wanted to say congratulations on your 100th episode and the launch of your new YouTube channel. I think that is phenomenal. Also, thank you for having me on 2 of your episodes to kind of like speak my mind and put what I know out there, what I think out there. It's nice to know that, you know, your opinion can be valued even when you respectfully disagree. So I'm looking forward to many more. Hopefully, you know, I can join you at least a couple more times, but proud of you, man.
My man Adrian, what's up, man? It's your boy Mario from My Therapist Made Me Do This podcast with Mario and Friends. It's important that I throw that name out there because this doesn't happen without you. So I want to say congratulations on 100 episodes, man. That's absolutely awesome. And, you know, just really starting out doing this, I understand how hard that is to do. But, man, just really appreciate the leader that you are, the father, the husband that you are. And I truly feel like the testament of being a great leader is to be able to inspire people around the world to not only follow you, but go and achieve their own dreams. And a lot of the things that I've been able to accomplish from this podcasting standpoint is 100% because of you. So on behalf of me and the podcast and everybody that listens, man, happy 100 episodes, man. Without you, there was no us. Without you, there was no us, man. So congratulations. Me and you've had so many conversations just about life, about parenting and all those kind of things, man. But like I told you, man, keep being a blessing to people, man, and you are going to continue to reap all the blessings that come back to you because of what you're doing. So congratulations, man. Happy 100 episodes. Keep it up.
Congratulations on your 100th episode. We're proud of you and we love you.